is Zamber. Thank you guys so much for clicking this video and deciding to watch me. Today we are back with more Miraculous. We are watching season 6, episode 4, Daddycop, or whatever number you want to put it as. It doesn't really matter. But I'm very excited to watch this episode because this one, as long as things go as per usual, is another, Roger Cop, Sabrina's dad episode, which I'm interested to see where they're going to take Sabrina's character now that Chloe is no longer in the picture. So I am excited. Keep in mind, guys, if you want to see my full uncut reaction, because Miraculous and Disney love to keep blocking my videos and really have it out for me. So if you want to see my full reaction, you can go to my Patreon page, link down in the description below, to help support the channel in case I end up getting copyright striked off the face of the earth. So thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. Without further ado, let's get started.
Everything in London is incredibly more incredible than in Paris. All I need now is a minion to manicure my nails.
Oh my goodness, Chloe looks so cute. I love her hair, the little curls. I like how they're going for this more like bee clothing style with her. I think that's a really cute redesign. It also kind of shows that she's still holding on to the fact that she used to be the holder of the bee Miraculous. It hasn't been too terribly long, but it has been a bit. And so it sounds like Chloe hasn't found a replacement friend yet for Sabrina, henchman, which I think is going to be a lot harder for Chloe. And maybe this is where Chloe's going to start having her redemption, is that this struggle, she's realizing that it's very hard to manipulate people and have this, life that she wants to live of controlling others, and that we can maybe start getting somewhere. I don't know if that's where they're going to take her character ever, or if she will even actually come back ever, but I do think this is a nice start. And seeing that she has a design made does make me think we'll probably see her again at some point, but who's to say? But I'm glad we got to see her at least. I know she's like the worst, but I miss my girl, my utterly ridiculous Chloe.
You should stop watching these videos of Chloe. She's really not a good person. You're right, Hark.
Yes. Okay. Yes, girl. Yes. Was that a action figure she had? Oh my gosh. That's a little much, eh?
Everything's fine, Dad. Some girlfriends are waiting for me at the
Sabrina.
bus stop.
Oh,
We're gonna head to
she's
school
lying.
together.
She's all by herself. No. So Dad didn't really understand how bad of a friend Chloe was. Like, Chloe did okay things, but mostly not great. Sabrina did bad things too. Because of peer pressure doesn't mean she's a bad person. She was just trying to make friends and be friends with the one person who, took notice of her. And I think that's really difficult. So I'm very excited for this episode to finally work her back in and maybe give her a kind of redemption arc here.
But tomorrow will be too late, Mr. Mechanic. If you don't fix it now, it'll all be a disaster.
Oh, are you gonna help Marinette?
Evening with Adrien was real. We'll have to cancel. And
Yeah, she's a bit extra. I'm sorry, Sabrina. You're trying your best. Oh, Sabrina's just trying to jump in and help and be a part of this. And like, Marinette's just leaving and doing her own thing and only caring about Adrien and leaving her alone. And poor Sabrina.
This is going to be the best
Look at all that beautiful. Okay, the girls look amazing here. I mean, Maylene, I love like the green eyeshadow going on. I think she looks so cute. I love just overall, she's just so much more confident in her appearance, which I think means the world to me, just seeing her happy. And her new pins are just precious. And then we've got Juleka and Rose, which Juleka, looking at her, I don't dislike the green lipstick. I think it's a little bit maybe much, but I don't dislike it. I think overall she looks more confident in herself. I really like the kind of, we have the purple in her hair now, but she's smiling so much more. So how can I not enjoy just overall the more upgraded character design here? And Rose, oh my gosh, Rose just looks absolutely adorable. Just the pinkest, cutest little button ever. I will say the makeup maybe is a little bit much, but when you're this age, you know, you're experimenting with makeup choices. I like the glittery eyes, but it also just gives that like meme look of like that little girl with the makeup. It's giving that, but I love the outfit. It's so sequency and sparkly. It's really cute. So I'm not mad at the design. It's really pretty. Kagami, I love the shorter hair. I cannot stop stressing that. It looks so cute. Her new design is very like sleek, very, you know, her and kind of this professionalism, but yet we have this like layers in her clothing, the plaid skirt. It's really, really cute. I feel like it's a much more bold design, much more her. And I love that. Zoe is amazing. I love Zoe's upgrade. Whoever concocted just adding more of the blue pink, adding it in here at the bangs, the back, and that pulled back design. It is so cute. Her outfit is very stylish. I also love the camouflage of her Miraculous. I think it is so pretty. And she just looks so happy. I love all the girls' designs, and Alia looks amazing all the time. I think they did phenomenal with her. But I had to gush about everybody because they all look so good.
Hello, Marinette.
Oh my gosh. He's so in love with her. Look at him.
Marinette, our girls' movie night is every first Wednesday
Having
of the
a little
month. Of course
movie
we know about
night.
it.
And since it's
Having
at
a
your
little
place,
movie
there's no
night,
chance of
girls.
you being late this time. Tonight, our movie night?
Oh no. Oh, this is a problem.
Everything okay, Sabrina? If you need to talk.
Oh my
When
god,
I see all of you,
Zoe!
it's clear to me that
Zoe,
I
you
don't
are
belong
the
in your
sweetest
group,
person
and
ever.
why
Going to
would
ask
I?
her.
It was so mean
I'm
to
so
everyone.
proud of you. You are good. You are a good person.
You girls will always see me as Chloe Bourgeois' minion.
Wow, this has been eating her up inside. Oh my gosh, is my heart gonna like break for Sabrina here? Like, she has done all the bad things, like she has, but she didn't want to be mean. Like, it wasn't her intention. She was just trying to get a friend. And I do think that a lot of people can relate to that. Like, I know I certainly had a point where, like, you know, I had a couple really good friends, but I wanted to expand out and make more friends. So I kind of did things that maybe I wasn't super proud of. I maybe said some hurtful things about them that I also wasn't proud of. Like, all in this effort to try to, you know, make other friends who, you know, were maybe meaner. And now, you know, in retrospect, I should have stayed with the people who were nice and nice to everybody instead of trying to, you know, expand out to these people who didn't respect my friends, the ones who were there for me when other people weren't. And that's a very hard concept to learn, especially when you're young. And that was something I think I learned when I was like, you know, 9 years old or something, like piecing that together. So I feel for Sabrina here. Like, she doesn't deserve to be ostracized, but I also get that she has been a part of hurting people. Like, she wasn't just a bystander in all of this. She was complicit. She did help. But she also has already showed us that she wants to make a change and did help us catch Lila and Chloe. So I give Sabrina so much respect, and I'm very excited for this episode to see where they go with her.
This is an absolute disaster. If Adrien's the
Marinette.
tonight, there will never be
Marinette.
I have to find a way to convince them to come over tonight despite the girls being there.
It's a girls' night. You need this is a good, I like this episode though. This is a good episode.
Would you mind if we invited one more person
I can't
over?
blame them for not
I
wanting
don't
her
know.
there.
Ask Marinette. It's her place
Yeah.
after all.
Yeah. Oh, and you know that Marinette is in her own head, so she's not listening. So it's
Definitely.
Yeah,
For sure.
I can
Say,
see where
girls,
this
do you mind
is
if we have an
going. This is a
unexpected guest joining us
disaster because
tonight?
now Marinette thinks they're all chill with Adrien coming, but they're not chill with Adrien coming, and Zoe thinks that everybody's chill with Sabrina coming, but they don't know Sabrina is truly coming, and it's all this confusion because they think Sabrina's coming, but she's not coming. Oh, this is a disaster.
Ta-da! Good news, you're officially invited to our
Like,
girls'
look how
movie
bubbly Zoe is. I
you,
love
Zoe.
how they animated her. She's just so cute. Like, Sabrina's so happy, and she's just gonna get her heart torn apart here in a little bit. I love that. Please don't be nice. Be nice.
What are you doing here? I'm here for movie night? But who invited you?
Oh no, is she gonna get kumatized? But what about the dog Miraculous? I love the way that they're animating Sabrina.
But-
Like, it's breaking my heart. Like, they have like the little mascara running, and just her eyes are so detailed. Like, you can see the red puffiness of them. In love with this new animation. They have really stepped it up, and we can just truly see the expressiveness of these characters now, and the depth, the true depth of their feelings. Oh no, Sabrina, honey. Oh my gosh. I am very surprised how fast Sabrina was able to be like, nope, I don't want that. Like, I'm proud of her. Like, even Marinette has struggled in the past against being akumatized. So the fact that, like, Sabrina was so fast to reject that, that's impressive. Like, that really shows that she has grown. And, you know, she's really coming out the other side and has changed as a person and accepts this responsibility. So I'm so proud of her.
Hello. I sense the pain of a father helpless in the face of his daughter's sorrow.
To see his daughter the way he sees her, that's so sad. That's such a lovely way to put it and, like, show his affection as a parent. Because, like, every parent wants everybody to see their kid the way they do, you know? Because the parent should be your biggest supporter. So it's so sad.
You're finally going to see my Sabrina as I see her.
Sabrina! We love
That is
you!
terrifying. I nope.
You only love me
Don't love
because
that.
you are close to
No, thank you. That's scary. Yeah, that's scary. Thank you, Ladybug. I'm terrified because that's just it. Like, they're not in love with her or seeing them, you know. Like, this isn't what Sabrina wants. Like, Sabrina wants them to accept her for her. Because this is, you know, in the end, no better than how she was with Chloe, just blindly accepting what Chloe did because she just wanted a friend. So this is nice. I shouldn't say this is nice, but I'm really proud of Sabrina that she's understanding this and really has turned a new leaf. Like, it's so good of her.
Ladybug,
Oh my god.
I don't deserve that miraculous. Just like I'm not worthy of having friends.
You deserve it. I mean, it's hard. I can't blame her for feeling like some imposter syndrome about this. Like, how could you not? Like, if so many people are turning you away, like, how could you not feel like you're not worthy to have this when, like, you know, all the other holders are these amazing individuals? Like, she saw Chloe lose this her miraculous, and it was given to somebody else. So Sabrina, more than anybody, understands the weight of these miraculous. And so seeing her give it up here, like, that's so heartbreaking. Like, she doesn't believe in her own self. Granted, hard to believe in yourself when literally you were just kicked out from a movie party and you have no idea, like, what happened. So, oh, I feel for her.
Visualize the Sabrina you become. The one you want everyone to see.
Oh, the Miss Hald new transformation. Oh my god, it's so cute. Look at it, little blip. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it all together. I love the new, like, black floppy ears. I love kind of that black in the design now, like the little shorts going on, little coat. It's all so cute. Oh my gosh. Because Bark is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. Even though I hate the color orange, Bark is one of my favorites. Like, Bark is just such a loyal companion. So getting this new a sequence for the animation. The transformation is so lovely. Ooh, it's so exciting. They can call other miraculous users? Genuinely, I just thought that was something that Ladybug could do. And I maybe Cat Noir just to be able to call her. So I don't know if it's necessary for them to be able to alert Ladybug. Couldn't like somebody abuse that? I get they're all very responsible, but I feel like if like someone like Chloe was still around, like she would abuse that all the time to call Ladybug. So it's just a little bit weird that they can all call each other. Jeez, oh wow, look at them go. They had that plan and they just, wow, executed that so easily, like without much a problem whatsoever. That's incredible. But it shows how well that giving the miraculous out to people has worked.
Dark wings fall.
Oh,
Sure,
hello.
Silence. I ordered you not to address me, Cora.
Oh my
Now,
gosh,
let's
okay.
start again.
Oh, that was interesting. Wow, they're doing such a good job of just getting me so invested in Chrysalis and just learning more about like Lila, Cerise, whatever you want to call Missy Moo. I'm here. I'm buckled in for your grand plan, ma'am.
I want to take this time to apologize to
I'm glad we're getting like an apology, because she has hurt people. Intentionally, unintentionally, she has been complicit. So I'm glad that we're getting this apology here. And that way we can all just start off on a fresh page and give Sabrina a new chance. Yes, and you, girl, you also need to apologize because you were a bad friend here, Marinette. It's hard. It is hard, but you were a bad friend. And I'm glad that you are understanding that and accepting that. You two are cute, by the way. I'm kind of digging it. Like maybe something between them. Oh my god, look at her new style. Oh my gosh, we kind of saw it in the opening, but she didn't have it, so I was confused. But this makes sense. This is kind of her redemption look, which I really like. It's so pretty. It's a little nerdy, but I don't dislike that. I don't dislike her kind of being that like nerdy girl trope. I think it's cute. I think, you know, the representation of having a new hairstyle is really nice. I think it's a freeing activity and it can really help someone, you know, feel different and have that new outlook on things, which I think Sabrina deserves. You know, I think she wants to cut ties as much as, you know, anybody would in this situation and start again. And obviously going to a new school is a lot. And I'm glad that's not the choice they went with. But I think that she can really turn a new leaf here. And I think this new design helps signify better, even to the audience, that she is a changed person, that she is moving forward, and that everybody else is here with her too and really accepting, you know, her and this new Sabrina. So I like the look. I like the look a lot. I think it's necessary. So it's a little nerdy, but I think it's necessary.
I realize that we don't need a conjunction or fireworks to love each other.
Good, Marinette.
101.
I mean, it's hard. Your first relationship, it's intimidating, and you just want everything to be perfect and everything to work out. So I get her being nervous and trying to do all these things, but I'm glad that she learned this, and you can move forward, and your relationship, you know, is what you make of it, sweetheart. Oh my God, there's always something.
Leave me alone, Ray.
What's the matter? Are you afraid I'll show your new friends who you really are?
Oh, yeah, we did know she wasn't the nicest person back in New York. She has told Marinette that, but we don't really know what awful things she would do. And now with this, awful enough that somebody can blackmail her for what she did. I'm guessing she probably ended up bullying a girl to the point that she had to leave school. That's my assumption. Could be something else. But yeah, so we have that plot point now hanging over Zoe. Interesting. Okay. Girl. Ooh. I am so in love with these end bits for Miraculous right now. Because, oh my gosh. every single episode, the end has been so cool. Like, we're getting these tidbits of information, like alluding to these things kind of that are going to come up. I'm adoring it. And like the fact that we are also expanding Zoe's story is very nice, because I know a lot of people accused her of kind of just being like a Mary Sue character, or just they didn't want to put the work in with Chloe, so they just made another Chloe because they were, you know, like they claim lazy writing. But I like that Zoe's having this, and now it does allude to a fact of like Zoe's going to have this conflict where she doesn't want her new friends to know how she used to be, but yet she, you know, has this new life, has this new beginning. So it's going to lead to maybe a little bit of like blackmail things, you know, and I think we can work through most of this, but it might lead to a point where like, you know, they blackmail her, it gets out, and Marinette feels like she has to take the Be Miraculous away from Zoe or something. And I think that's hard, but I think it's all leading to, you know, they want Zoe to have her own redemption arc where, you know, maybe she never apologized to the person that she hurt back in New York. Because I'm gonna guess she hurt somebody pretty badly. Maybe made a kid, you know, transfer or leave school, or arguably even worse things, because online bullying is terrible. And who's to say this was online bullying? It probably was in person, but it's very possible if she was trying to be like Chloe, she may have had her own Marinette back in New York. And I think that'll be really hard for Marinette to cope with. I think they can get through it because obviously, you know, Marinette is aware of Zoe's past behaviors. Not what she did, but does know that Zoe wasn't, you know, the person she is now. So I'm curious. I'm pretty sure we will learn eventually what it was that she did, but I'm very curious to find out. Like, it was bad. If somebody can blackmail you for it, it was bad. So I'll be curious to see that come to light and how that all falls out. But focusing on the main character of this episode, Sabrina, I am so glad that she got this redemption. She is a character that I think some people can probably identify with, maybe more than they like to admit. And I think this is actually a problem, not only like transferring schools when you're younger, but a lot of like college freshmen have this problem. As someone who was like a CA for about 2 years and, you know, also had her own first year in college, it is so easy to fall into this trap of being so desperate to make a friend that you kind of lose who you are or compromise your morals and values to be accepted and make friends. And it's very often in that college atmosphere that your first year friends are not the friends that you keep. Like, you are just so desperate to make friends that you will be a friend with anybody. Like, I know in my case, like, there were so many people I talked to my first year, and after that I found people I really liked to hang out with and enjoy, and started hanging out with them instead, because I realized like I don't really have a lot in common with these people. I don't really like how I act when I'm around these people. Like, their values, morals don't really align with my values and morals. So it's like, I don't want to do this. Like, this is not who I want to be. I think at the end of it all, like, you learn and you grow, but it's a really hard thing because you're so desperate to have a friend because you don't want to be alone in college. And so I think this is a lesson for any age, is that, you know, you need to own your mistakes, own that you made those choices, but you can still try to seek forgiveness. And they may not forgive you. And that is, you know, entirely up to them. And, you know, maybe eventually they will. But, you know, you have to be okay with that and just know that you tried your best to make it better. But, you know, you need to think about how you would feel in that situation or how things might affect you. It's very, very important. And I'm very proud of Sabrina for turning in that leaf. With this plot point, I can say I do like that Chloe wasn't redeemed, because then we just deal with, you know, Sabrina And maybe eventually Chloe will come around and she may learn. I do hope that what they do is they take Chloe in New York and she starts to realize that people aren't putting up with this and that, you know, people are mean to her as well. And that she can't fit in there. And she starts realizing how lonely and painful it is to, you know, be bullied. I'm not saying I want people to bully Chloe. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. But I do hope she gets a little bit of a taste of her own medicine. I hope that, like, Lila doesn't contact her, Cerise, and, like, try to pull her in on all this. I hope that Chloe eventually can have a redemption. And we can maybe work our way back to her. But as of right now, I'm fine with her, you know, being in the background, taking a back seat, and allowing Sabrina to flourish and to, you know, truly make these friends now and be a part of, like, the girl group, which I think is really sweet. I'm very, very proud of her, and I'm glad at least in the airing order and in production code order, this episode was earlier on. Because I feel like if we got this later, it would be a bit more uncomfortable in the story because it's like we've gone like episodes with either Sabrina having this new look or having to continue on. And it's like we haven't discussed Sabrina yet and like the pain that she's caused people. So I'm very glad we addressed it. My sweet little Marinette, though, as well. Having a relationship is hard, especially your first relationship. You want everything to be perfect. So I get that a lot of this season is probably going to be Marinette kind of mucking up her relationship. Because, yes, she has Adrien. She should be better now. Haha. No, because now she has to keep Adrien and keep him happy and have to worry about that fact while also worrying about, you know, Chrysalis being out there and having to worry about, you know, all these other miraculous users and if they're using their powers okay, and she's the guardian, blah, 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 blah. Like, there's a lot on her plate now. And so trying to deal with relationship with Adrien is going to make her 10 times more, like, nervous and anxious because she wants to be better. She wants to make sure Adrien keeps liking her. So she's going to do these goofy things and be extra and over the top. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's a cartoon show. It's meant, you know, as a general programming show for everybody. So, you know, there is a little bit of regression. And that's fine. That's what happens between seasons, you know? But I am proud of Marinette for recognizing. And I think especially with your first, you know, significant other, it's really hard to find that balance between friends and being with significant other. Because, of course, being with significant other is so exciting. You get to the honeymoon stage and you just want to spend every waking second together, says the girl who spent the entire summer very proudly spending like 90 days in a row getting to see her boyfriend over the course of a summer between school. Like, it was a very proud moment for me, and like it was like a badge of honor that even if it wasn't long, he would stop over, we'd kiss once, and he would go. Like, as someone who's married to that man now, trust me, balancing that is very difficult. It gets even more difficult when you're married too and your husband's your best friend. It's a hard thing to understand, and it's definitely took me a while too, because at the end of the day, you need to assess, like, is this girl time? Or is this, you know, like a friend gathering where we can all be together? Because it's not to say you could never bring your significant other, but it's literally the girls' monthly movie night. This is girl time. Like, this is their time to, you know, be together, gush about, you know, their crushes, what have you, like, and just have like girl talk. Like, this is something that they technically, I think, started before Adrien. Maybe not. I don't really know. But it's something that, you know, Adrien has not been to before. And her just trying to force Adrien in isn't fun. Like, it can make somebody uncomfortable. And like, especially in this situation, like, it's them in their PJs watching movies, you know, just gossiping. And that's not really the place for like Adrien to be there, because this is basically kind of like a slumber party. I don't know if they actually sleep there, but it's essentially a slumber party. And so having Adrien there would make things different and awkward, especially for someone like Kagami, who like technically liked Adrien at some point. Yes, she's with Felix now, but it's still weird, you know? Like, and it's also a little bit rude considering like Kagami has a boyfriend, so why can't Felix come? Or, you know, Maylene has a boyfriend, why can't he come? Like, it starts bringing up those questions, and then it's no longer like the girls' movie night. So I think this is a difficult situation, and I'm glad that Marinette understood this is like her time with her friends, and that there is a separation that should be had. Like, you can't make this a romantic date with Adrien when this is girl movie night. Like, these are separate events. We can't just mash them together. So I'm proud of her for figuring that out. Like I said, it's a hard balance. It really is. And it takes a little bit to understand, because you want to be with your significant other like all the time, especially when you first start dating. It's just natural honeymoon phase because you're happy and you're in love. A little bit of lust in there, but you're so happy. So like, I get it. I get her struggle here. And I'm glad that she learned and understood that at the end of it all. Like, the show is tackling some really interesting topics that I don't often see discussed. And like, having Sabrina get redeemed and that awkwardness there and that loneliness, and then having Marinette understand kind of the new relationship versus friends and balancing that life, and then having, you know, Sabrina confront her own kind of imposter syndrome, and then Zoe having to, you know, try to be the person that she's wanted to be, but the past is catching up to her. So lots of drama going on. I'm very excited to see where the show goes, but they're doing such a phenomenal job so far. The animation is so beautiful, and some of those shots are just so like lovely. Like when they get those close-up shots, like about here, and you just see that little smile on Marinette's face, it makes my heart melt. It's so cute. So I'm very excited to continue watching more Miraculous. So thank you guys so much for watching this with me. And you know, if you made it this far, I want you to say, what should I make you say? Say Gibby loves you. If you made this far, say Gibby loves you. And of course, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, all that fun jazz, and I'll see you all later. Bye.